Hello everybody and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons! We got mail! What do we got? And Canuck! Wait. Alright, yeah, it's the beginning of a month. I was like, wait, but it's not Sunday. It's Saturday. Try this, Steven. It's super important to be adventurous in fashion, so I give you this piece because it looks like something you'd never wear. Since I can't see your reaction in person, I'll just assume you love it. I love it too. Alright. So it's something, it's gonna be a bandana. I'd wear a veiled gardening hat. I mean, I wouldn't wear it for long, but I would wear it. I actually wouldn't. She's kind of right. I don't wear many hats, so, you know. Oh, jeez. I'm tired. I have had a pretty full day. And it's not even over yet. So, you know, that's fun. Basically, to summarize, I not only did a stream myself, but I watched someone else's stream who I really enjoy. Whoops. Gotta put the summit back. And then I've now got to do this. Thankfully, today is a rest day for my exercise, so I don't need to also do that. I also did just finish eating, so I apologize if I'm a little gassy. It is not intentional. I just can't think of a better time to record. Also, I want to note, I did actually miss one pretty big thing about the update coming to this game on January 15th of next year. You'll be able to craft in multiples. Like, you'll just be able to do that. You'll just be able to make 3 of something. Which almost feels like cheating. Like, we got Pinky up there. But I can check this for the money rock because she's not thinking, so. Well, I mean, she is probably thinking, just not like deep in thought. Ooh, mushies are around. I'm gonna go eat it. That's what you do with mushies, right? Eat them. And those look like good mushies. Yeah. I as y'all would have seen on Halloween, I streamed Voices of the Void for a little bit. And then I don't know if I'm actually sticking with this, but I kind of wanted to do it again on Saturday. So I don't know if I'm actually going to do it again on Saturday, but that's what I want to do. Because there was an update, and they've changed a lot of stuff. Annoyingly, I need to reacquire Kerfur Omega. That means going in the water again. Because, like, especially where they have now added more things to your daily tasks. I don't know how you're expected to do everything. Pinky! Oh, Superstar! Sparkles! Let's talk. Hi, Superstar. Are you here to hang out with me? I mean, maybe. Mushy! Wonder how many mushies we got kicking around. Yeah, like, I am tired. It also occurred to me after I finished recording yesterday's video that I didn't remember to have my little buddy with me. So he's just gonna be there now. He's just gonna live there. He'll be the indicator if I get too close to the microphone. Because I'll bump into his horn and he'll fall. So, it's perfect. It's a flawless plan. Whoop. That isn't a flawless plan. Now, if only we had an open spot in our town, right, Serrano? If only. Though, I mean, I may not want the campsite villager, but to be fair, they're almost certainly better than Serrano. So, you know. Let's see who it is. Ah. Koala. Sydney. Hi, are you a resident? Seems like a great place to live, sunshine. Where are my manners? Sorry, my name's Sydney. You're lucky to live here. You know I want to make the most of my visit. No, you do that. Yeah, I would invite her to the island. That sounds like a different cricket. Because that isn't a cricket. Well, it is a cricket. It's a mole cricket. We already have mole cricket. It's been so long since they were around, I forgot what they sounded like. I'm very smart. As you can tell by my big brain. Like, my big wrinkly brain. Marana! Always welcome to stop in and relax here, Tall Nut. Chat with me. I like baking pear cake. It's great with milk tea, but I always eat too much of it, Tall Nut. Since I'm the one baking the cakes, I can't resist. It's kind of a problem. Yeah. That is the problem with knowing how to, like, bake and cook. Is, like, you're going to eat a lot of baked goods that you wouldn't normally. Because, you know, if you can't bake, then you're just not making them. But yeah, I think I've talked about it a fair bit before, but like Voices of Voice would be fun. It's one of those games that like can for sure spook people. Never really has me, but like I still just enjoy playing it. It is a game with like no big overarching story, but you know, I mean it does have one, and will definitely eventually have one, but here to chat, you just after a belly full of what I'm making. Are you making? Got pale moss I was craving earlier, so I started making myself some salad stuffed tomatoes. I mean, as long as it's actually salad in the tomato, sure. If it's like macaroni, oh, I already knew it. Oh. I didn't realize I already knew it. Oh. I wish I wasn't yawning. Okay, there's a fossil. Mushy. Apparently there's a thing for picking up 3 mushrooms. Hey Steven, today is totally a great day. I want to chat. Sunny days are my absolute fave. On a sunny day feels like anything's possible. Wasn't sunny today. It's very, very rainy. Very windy. Not as rainy and windy as it could have been, but still. Not exactly prime spooky day weather. Alright. But yeah, like, Voice of the Void is one of those games that, like, it's just... Well, it's a simulator, basically. It is a signal simulator. You are just a scientist, doing your job, scanning down signals, you know? Because I know I already have a ton of those, so... Nothing here I really want? that I don't already have plenty of. It just occurred to me, there's like... I can't see the pictures. There are pictures on that wall. Okay, these look like designs. I hear we're expecting an especially chilly winter. A lot of good warm stuff to choose from. Hope you find something you like. Yeah, it's actually supposed to be a pretty cold winter this year. Which means one of two things for Nova Scotia. Either it's going to be immensely snowy, or immensely dry. There will not be an in-between. So we're either going to have a lot of snow and wind and storms, or we're not really going to have any, and it's just going to be super dry all the time. Because that's just how cold winters work. Alright, here for a shovel, boys. Also, I'm gonna leave the spooky day stuff up for a while. Also, as a reminder, in this video, but probably before this video is even live, there's going to be a poll in the community tab on my channel. Basically asking, what Animal Crossing game should I play next year? You all will have the power to decide which game I play next year. I am going to keep that poll running and boosting it throughout the month of November. You will have this entire month to basically choose what game I'm going to play. Now, I have a feeling it's going to end up either Wild World or New Leaf again. And I do not mind either, but those are just the ones I have a feeling it's going to land on. I don't want to say any more. I know I've mentioned in the past which one I kind of want to do. But I do not want my decision to influence what you guys want. I want to know what you guys want. You're going to have to tell me, because there's not going to be a whatever you want option. You're going to have to tell me. And I suppose if nobody votes at all, then, you know. I guess at that point I'll have to just do whichever one I want to do. But I highly doubt that's going to happen. I like the crunchiness of the ground. There's a nice touch that the ground is extra crunchy. Sky! Hi there, Stewie. Stay a while, Airmail. Let's chat. Today's Saturday, which means Happy Home Academy will be evaluating our homes tomorrow morning. Trying to resist the urge to do a bunch of last-minute redecorating. So what did you do with that horse mackerel you wanted? I thought you were going to replace your aunt with it, but I guess not. I guess she ate it. I mean, I imagine you could eat a horse mackerel. I don't overly see why you wouldn't be able to. I don't know. What I do know is I do not have the inventory space for this. There are too many flowers, too little space. That's what they really should have done with the update. Give us more inventory space. Nah, let's be real. The thing that I would have been over the moon with would have been just the ability to pick up flowers without needing to dig them up. That would have, like, that has been one of my biggest asks. Simon! Hey there, walking buddy. Let's talk. It's my second time running into you today. No, your dreams, Simon. You didn't wander in, they were your dreams. Nobody wants to be in mine. Okay. I mean, I gotta keep up here pretty, because if I don't, then when Serrano does move out, then I'm gonna have to basically re-clear the road back to his house. I am really bad at turning. Let it be known, I cannot turn. Let it be known, I cannot turn. Hold on, I have a mention. Ah. Somebody getting... somebody noticing a meme I posted. Good. The funniest thing is, like, they're like, man, it was basically the card had like the meme had the card Dimension Shifter from Yu-Gi-Oh in it, and they're like, frick this card, man. And the thought in the back of my head is, oh, I can make you hate other cards more if you want. I can make you hate other cards a lot more. Once you play against Monarchs, you will not care about Dimension Shifter much anymore. The funniest thing is, like, Dimension Shifter, basically what it does is, it's a hand trap, so you discard it from your hand, activates its effect. And it causes, I believe it's all monsters for the rest of the turn to be banished, instead of going to the graveyard. This is something that my Monarch deck does not really care about. It makes my follow-up plays weaker, but it doesn't hurt my primary plays. Peanut, nice to see you. Solaris. Well, midway through 2025's Best Flowers. Such a great book. There's one right there. Yeah, a lot of people don't like Dimension Shifter, and I don't mind Dimension Shifter. He's a pretty cool guy. Like, okay, when you think of Dimension Shifter in the right way, you stop getting salty around it. Dimension Shifter is the good guy. Which does mean if you're not playing a deck that plays around Dimension Shifter, you're not the good guy. Sorry to say, you're the villain. Nice running into you, Snorty. I want to chat. No fresh air never fails to cheer me up, Snorty. No. So, like, if your deck is completely stopped by losing access to your graveyard, you're probably not a good guy deck. You're the villain. Dimension Shifter puts a stop to you. Now, admittedly, I am in the camp that all hand traps should get an errata that says when you while you control no cards, then hand trap effect. Basically making them all, you know, not tools that you can basically use as extra interaction after already setting up your board of interaction. Because nothing sucks more than your opponent setting up a board of 2-3 negates. Having 3 to 4 cards in their hand. They start turn. They pitch Max C. They pitch Dimension Shifter. It'd have to be the other way around. Dimension Shifter, then Max C, I think. Yeah, because Max C would have to go to the grave first. Like, it would have to... Yeah. Because you need to make sure Max C gets into the grave, or else it doesn't work. So, like, right there, they're now drawing a card every time you special summon, and everything in your, you know, everything yours now goes to banished instead of graveyard. And then you activate a search card, and instead of using one of their onboard negates, they just drop an Ash Blossom on you. And then you search again, and rather than negating it, they let it go through, and then they activate Droll and Lockbird, preventing you from searching for the rest of your turn. And you're down to 3 cards, and they've got 3 negates. Like, they just win. You lose now. Like, hand traps are both a blessing and a curse. Diva! Hey, Rambler. What are you here to see, Queen? You! Every time I come here, I end up with junk I don't need. I mean, usually I can sell it to my buddies, but still, Queen. That is fair. Usually I'm the buddy you sell to, which is fine. I am okay being that buddy. It's what I'm here to do. It's what I would do IRL if I actually had money. Of which I may as well give the update on this. And they're no longer moving forward with me for that position I had applied for and interviewed for, and had it heavily implied to me that I was probably going to get the job. So that's fun. It only took them like a week to get back to me and be like, nah. You know, something they could have done in a day. That way I could have got right back to applying to other jobs right away. Like, if I wasn't applying to the same place, I probably would have just kept... Oh, I didn't sell all my flowers. Whoops. I'm very good at this. I probably would have just kept applying to places. And then, you know, whenever they did decide if they actually wanted to bring me on, I just have to be like, well, sucks to be you. I've already got a job somewhere else. But I really can't do that because it's literally the exact same place I'm applying to as the place I would be applying to. So, you know, it doesn't really work that way. Oh, Caroline's no longer sitting over here. Neither Serrano. They both wandered off. Feeling the vibes tonight, especially now that you're on the scene. Ready for a tune? Let's hear it. Cool, cool. Any requests? You can dial up an old favorite. You can just tell me how you're feeling and I'll groove on it. Leave it up to you, my man. Healer's choice, huh? Cool. I got a slick one for you. Take a seat and we'll jam. I'm gonna wait for the bell to finish. Turned in. Dum. Right on, to ready to roll. KK Robot Synth. Alright, man. Oh, my eyes are so heavy. Ah. Wake me up, KK. Wake me up inside. Can't wake up. I actually kind of wonder if 8-Bit Drummer managed to play any songs yet today. I need to see. I need to know. He has played no songs today. For a reference, his stream started like hour and a half ago. This is a really nice song, though. I can't really. There we go. This works. You don't see my hand. Reverse green screening. Everything except the green vanishes. Yeah, I do need to move my little buddy. Somewhere he's barely visible now. There we go. He can be down there. That works. He's just sitting on my mouse now. This is really nice. I mean, it's a KK song. They're all good. Oh, I watched so many spooky games today. Of which, I do have to, like, watching the streamer, they were playing spooky games. Obviously. And, one of the spooky games they were playing, I was like, man, this actually looks kind of cool. Like, I'm kind of interested in this. And I went looking at reviews. And one of the reviews was like, man, this one level made me, like, super uncomfortable. I was so much more uncomfortable than entertained. Steering you down my direction. You're welcome, KK. And I'm like, man, that sounds like a glowing, positive review of a horror game, not a negative one. Because this was like a negative review, and it's like, oh, he's a Tumblr sexy man there. I suppose that's like K-pop, J-pop star. It's alright, though. And, like, this game has a lot of graphicness to it, so I'm not gonna name the game. But it does actually remind me, seeing someone mention that, reminds me of the first mission in SWAT 4. Which is, like, basically a police SWAT team simulator game. Where, like, you're playing with your other players or some AI buddies, and, like, you're actually giving them, like, vocal commands, vocal orders. Like, you're like, you know, clear left, clear right, breach door, you know, stuff like that. The very first mission in that game is probably one of the darkest things I've ever seen in a game that's not trying to be dark. So basically, the first mission in that game, you get a call, like you're on a call to locate a missing woman. And, you know, you have reason to believe she's being held in this house. So you and your SWAT buddies are breaching the house and trying to locate this woman. Now, on the main floor of the house, it looks just like a regular standard old house. And you might even be like, man, why are we even here? And then you get to the basement. And then you get to the basement, where you start finding plaster molds of various women's faces, bodies, you know, everythings. And, like, it is suspected that this person has been kidnapping and murdering a lot of people, and you're finding evidence of this the whole way. And then you reach what seems like the end of the basement, and then you find a secret passage that leads deeper in. And it just gets more and more messed up the further you go. Until you ultimately do find the woman you're there to rescue, but you also find this creep, and yeah. It is not uncommon for people playing SWAT 4 in that mission to have the reaction of, can I shoot him? Can I do that? And, like, yeah, you can. It's not generally advisable because you will lose some score, but oh, I thought I didn't have a damselfly yet. Guess I did. Guess I just hadn't seen them for a while. I will say, this horror game is trying to be disturbing, and it's a lot more disturbing than that. Like, your next mission you're sent on is literally, like, hostages in a bank situation. Like, it's nothing compared to that first mission. That really sets the tone of, like, you could see some effed up crap. And, like, I will say, like, the few times I've played SWAT 4 with other people and they've experienced that first mission, I always advise them for that first mission to, even if they want to carry a lethal weapon, always carry one non-lethal. And then when they have that, man, I really want to shoot this guy, get your non-lethal. Get your non-lethal, shoot him in the leg or something. Like, there's me literally as effectively the sergeant being like, yeah, just pull out your non-lethal, shoot him. Do it. I know you want to. I can't blame you. I want to as well. My standard loadout there is, and that does also require them to not have a taser as their non-lethal. That's my non-lethal option, is usually just the taser. My loadout is very much just how I am in games. It's taser as non-lethal, sniper rifle as main weapon. Because, like, here's the thing. If I need a lethal option, there's a good chance I need it to be accurate. You know. Now, this has bit me in the ass when, you know, I scope a door, don't see anybody, breach the door, and then suddenly I'm having to fight in close quarters with a taser and a sniper rifle. Usually a bolt-action sniper rifle. I am not rate of fire. But, like, you can do a lot of things in, SWAT 4. It's actually kind of neat. I might actually see about streaming that at some point, because I imagine that could be kind of fun. I remember having issues with the game and multiple monitors, though. Because I don't... Like, it's a pretty old game, and I don't think it locks your cursor to the window. If I remember right. Yeah, I'll have to look into it. But now that I'm thinking of that, I kind of want to play SWAT 4 on stream or something. Oh, that would be so fun if I could find other people to play with as well. Which, like, immediately the thought in my head was like, well, hey, there is that, you know, the person in the 8-Bit Discord. I've been watching their streams, and, you know, they seem pretty cool. But they also have a pretty thick accent, and you kind of need to be able to issue the orders. Though I suppose it wouldn't need to with the two of us. Like, the game is exponentially harder with just the two of you. Because with, like, the AI companions, like, one of them will have lockpicking tools, one will have breaching charges, one will, you know, they'll all have the different tools that you need to be successful. But, like, with just two people, you need to try to Swiss Army knife yourselves. But, like, you can, like, run an SMG with armor-piercing bullets. You know, which I wouldn't advise it. There are some missions where, yeah, actually, that's pretty advisable. Because, like, you're facing down a lot of people with guns and armor. Like, things like they'll have, like, bulletproof vests on and stuff, and it's like, the general thing is, like, much like with police themselves, you should aim center mass, because you really can't take the time to stop and aim. This is not a game where you can take multiple bullets and be fine. You are just as easy to kill as they are. Like, one bullet is all it takes. Hey, 5,000 bells. So, like... yeah. It's, it can be a bit of a stressful game. As it should be. Like, the subject matter it's covering, it should be a stressful game. That is a stressful job. You know, which is also why anyone who swats streamers, you are the worst kind of person. Because, like, not only are you basically traumatizing somebody, but you are calling upon people with some of the hardest freaking jobs to, you know, go into a situation where they think something awful is happening. Like, you're just the worst if you do that. But that is going to be it for today. Until next to Gala. So, with that, I thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Horizons. See you all then.